Crazy expensive things owned by Shaq. We all know how famous Shaquille O'Neal is. He's renowned for many things, being a near giant at 7'1" and notoriously bad at free throws, and as we found out, putting his name behind any company willing to pay him a pretty sum. Apart from winning 4 championships in the NBA in his career, we're here to look and figure out his crazy expensive things owned by Shaq. But before we get into this video, make sure you watch the video till the end and subscribe to our channel, BackBoard. Also, remember to like and share. Let's begin. Ultra-luxurious mansion. Shaq has the most addictive habit of buying costly mansions. He literally can't stop buying multi-million-dollar mega mansions. It all started in the year 1992 when, as a member of the Magic, Shaq got his first fix. He bought a 36,000 square foot lakefront mansion in Orlando, Florida. And you know, if you look at this place, it's completely insane. This mansion has 12 super luxurious bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, a 17-car garage, and an NBA-sized basketball court. This entire mansion was worth $16.5 million. With that, Shaq was hooked because he went on to buy 6 more luxurious villas over the next 17 years. Food chain restaurants. Any businessman knows how to diversify their business and invest in the most profitable franchises. Therefore, Shaquille O'Neal needs to step up being an investor. This guy Shaq has even invested in restaurants and owns a number of food restaurant chains. Shaq owns 5 fast food chain restaurant franchises and 5 Guys Burger and Fries. That means he owns a total of 155 locations. Isn't it huge owning such an excellent food chain restaurant nationwide? You got to know the number of investments he has made so far, so what are you thinking about? Let's dive into some spectacular and costly stuff he owns. A Treehouse. In 2018, Shaquille O'Neal decided to head up the TV reality show Treehouse Masters to build the treehouse of his dreams. The treehouse has a handcrafted metal fire pit, a custom 9-foot mahogany door, and an intricate tent ceiling. This massive and luxurious treehouse got it all. It has a poker table, dartboard, a full-service bar, and an original painting of Shaq himself. Shaq, you can thank the makers of the treehouse as much as you can, but you know he had to fork over $400,000 for a damn treehouse. All right, let us be honest. $400,000 for a treehouse the size of an actual home makes sense. All you have is money, then only your dream of an actual and beautiful treehouse will be fulfilled. Real estate. This is one of the deals worth a whopping $100 million, but Shaq's real estate career has only just begun. In 2019, he signed a partnership deal with Beret Development to build the most considerable flex in the town you could imagine. A 22-story skyscraper with 168 luxury apartments is called the Shaq Tower, and the value of this one building comes to a sum of $80 million. But as crazy as 80 million sounds, this is nothing in front of the great Shaq. Later on, Shaq needed more, so he announced one more tower that would be constructed in New York, which would be worth even more than a 33-story luxury apartment complex. The house that Shaq built consisted of restaurants, a roof deck plaza, and private lounges. It's beyond our comprehension that this building is worth $150 million. So lastly, when you combine all 3 of Shaq's investments in real estate, you will get a figure of $330 million. Efficiently, his real estate investments provide a costly thing. Super expensive yacht. You know you'll find Shaq spends money on the dumbest things, so back in 2014 in Texas, Shaq was at a business conference when he dropped a missile during an interview with USA Today. You could say a bombshell. On average, Shaq spends $747,618. You won't believe how much money he spends on stupidly expensive things. Here comes a 72-foot-long Pershing yacht. This is one of the most luxurious yachts you will ever come across, class, as it is endowed with a spacious kitchen, 3 bedrooms, and a hidden cruise quarter cell. As cool as this yacht is, you will be amazed to know that he had even gotten bullied due to this purchase. Back in 2018, Shaq posted a picture of his yacht and asked his fans to help him to give a name to his new purchase. One guy roasted him too severely as he told him to name it Free Throw, meaning that the yacht won't sink. Shaq is the one to ride this luxurious yacht, which cost over $1.7 million. We know you guys are going crazy knowing his expensive things, but hold on. And remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates, and also like and share. A lavish fish tank. Did you know Shaq spends more on just a fish tank? He calculates his money on super spacious and lavish fish tanks than you ever did on your cars. We are getting the idea that he's a fish lover. He called up the boys on Animal Planet and asked for the craziest idea for a fish tank they could think of. So to his surprise, they gave him an Egyptian-themed 900-gallon fish tank. The tank had the features of exotic fish grouper, a Japanese Kidako eel, and 3 custom-shaped statues. The fish tank has another part of high-quality filters with beautiful, elegant LED lighting inside. The total cost of the tank ranged from $120,000 to $130,000. Now you can imagine spending $120K isn't a big deal for him, as he's used to spending more significant amounts on things we need help to think of. A fish tank worth $1.2 million could be one of Shaq's stupidly expensive things. Well, it's his money, and it's all up to him. Collection of cars. You know these things weren't enough for him when he decided to purchase cars and have a collection. Shaq's car collection is always on another level. In 1992, Shaq spent his first NBA check on 3 vehicles, the most unique to date. The cars were different variations of Mercedes-Benz. And with that, he started with an addiction to buying cars. As we've already mentioned, he spent money on building expensive garages in his luxurious mansions, which can hold 17 to 18 cars in a row. He has vehicles like the classic 1963 Cadillac Eldorado, an actual car used in Scarface. His 1964 Chevy Impala that he bought from Snoop Dogg was just the beginning of his car addiction. Investments in brand management. Have you ever thought a man like Shaquille O'Neal would invest in brand management? If you still need to, let me tell you that he leaves no stone unturned to multiply his money. Therefore, he hit up an Authentic Brands group about a $10 million deal in a brand management company to almost strike a value of a lifetime. And as usual, Shaq ended up selling the rights to his own for over $270 million. However, what he bought with that money will leave your mouth hanging open. This man, Shaq, is out here buying dead people for $135 million. That's way too insane. This has been considered one of the most expensive things that Shaq owns. All the things I've mentioned have blown your mind, haven't they? For now, we're at the end of the video, and if you like knowing about the famous players' lives, follow us on our channel, BackBoard, for regular updates. Also, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more updates. And like it and share it as much as you can.